At 7 o'clock, we got Cal, who's 3-0, traveling to Florida State, who's 0-3. Florida State favored by 2.5. What? On ESPN2. Fernando Mendoza's gone 61 of 87, thrown for 589 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Javian Thomas has had 31 carries for 241 yards and a touchdown. And Isaiah Hunter has had 12 catches for 143 yards and 4 touchdowns. DJU's gone 56 and 99, thrown for 666 yards. Scary. Has 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Lawrence Toafili has had 13 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown. Way too little to be your leading rusher, by the way, after 3 games. Not having 100 yards is insane. Malik Benson's had 12 catches for 171 yards. These two teams have never played each other. Why is Florida State favored? Did we not learn our lesson from, every single week? We should have learned our lesson against Georgia Tech, but we still favored them against Boston College. We should have learned our lesson against Boston College, but we still favored them against Memphis. We should have learned our lesson against Memphis. We're still favoring them against Cal. Are we going to favor them against SMU next week? What is happening right now? Cal has played some really good football, which is what's so puzzling to me. It's not like this is Memphis, right? Like Memphis where it's like, okay, it's a group of 5 teams, a Power 4 team, it's at home. Florida State should still win this football game that will favor them by a little bit. Cal is a Power 4 level football team that is 3-0, traveling on the road to a Power 4 football team that is 0-3. In what universe should Florida State be favored in this football game? It doesn't make any sense, and especially considering Cal's played some tremendous football. They played really well. The Golden Bears have been one of the bigger surprises in the ACC this year, and that's saying a lot in a year where Syracuse has looked really good, and Boston College has really looked really good, and Duke and UNC are 3-0, and Georgia Tech's playing some really good football. It's like the biggest surprise to me has been Cal, right? And I mean, like, you can make the argument that Miami has been way better than a lot of people thought they were going to be. Boston College is a legitimate threat to go to the ACC championship, and that's a shock, but Cal is a 3-0 with a win over in Auburn and his SEC squad on the road in Auburn. Like, Cal's played some tremendously good football, and it's being not appreciated for some reason. I understand that they're a newbie to the conference, and it's like, it's Cal, but Cal's playing some tremendous football right now, and they're playing better football than Florida State. I don't understand it. Fernando Mendoza has been one of the better quarterbacks in the ACC and is going extremely under the radar. I mean, to be fair, every quarterback in the ACC is kind of going under the radar except for Cam Ward. But Fernando Mendoza is playing some really, really solid QB play. And honestly, they haven't even needed Jaden Ott that much, which is a huge shock for a Cal team that relied on him so much last year. Other sort of thing, Florida State can't throw the ball. They can't catch the ball. They can't run the ball. They get pushed on the offensive, defensive lines. And honestly, Cal has some solid offensive and defensive lines. They were able to give Auburn a lot of trouble 2 weeks ago, and Auburn has solid offensive lines and defensive lines. Cal is a much better football team than Florida State. It should not be close. Give me Cal to win and pull off the upset on the road. What?